Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm sorry I haven't been around a lot doing videos. We were away in England, down the Cape, Disney. It's been a really busy, crazy summer. And I really wanted to show you my mini haul that I got in London and talk about the Gucci blooms I'm into now, that I've been collecting. And also wanted to talk to you about my experience shopping in London, good and bad. So it'll be a little bit of a chat too. So let me just start really quick. I don't want to make this a long video that you have to keep fast forwarding through. Just wanted to let you know, when I went, I was really excited about going to Selfridges and Harrods and places that I had heard of watching YouTube videos. And you know, my cousins who live in England were telling me about these places they wanted me to shop at because they know I'm a shopper. So anyway, first they took me to Selfridges. Unfortunately, the people that were there at the Louis Vuitton store were not very nice, some of them. First of all, I kind of felt out of place because the minute I opened my mouth, you know I'm not from there. Everyone thought I was from New York. A few people guessed I was from Boston, but you can't mistake that I am not from England. So the minute I opened my mouth, I felt a little funny. But anyway, I went up to this woman and I said, excuse me, I was hoping, because I just wanted to get something small as like a memento for my trip. Because I'd never been to England, my cousins live there, I love them so much, they're like the best people ever. And I wanted something to remember the trip. And I know I could have gotten a keychain, but that's no fun for me. I just wanted something really special. And I usually don't shop at the boutique. I usually buy pre-loved. So sometimes the Facebook, groups, eBay, because I've been doing that for like 18 years, buying and selling. So I know what I'm doing and I know what's real. I've done a lot of research, so I'm not afraid to buy pre-loved. I can probably authenticate for other people at this point. But anyway, so I walk into Selfridges and I say to this woman, hi, I had a little Louis Vuitton pochette on me, the riveting pochette. And I said, hi, I was wondering if you had some pochettes I could look at. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have a lot of pochettes left, and walked away. And I was like, girl, I didn't ask you for 14 pochettes. I asked you if you had any. So this is what I'm thinking. And my cousin, my little cousin was there, and she was like, what was that? And I was like, you tell me. So then I went up to this guy with a red scarf that looked very important, and he had like an iPad. And he said, I'm really sorry, but we're closing in like 40 minutes, and excuse me, and we may not get to you. And I said, really? I said, well, I just saw a scarf, because the LV scarf, the heavy one, with the metallic LVs. I should know the names of these things, but anyway. I think it's the shine scarf. I don't know. I'll look at the receipt. But I saw it when I was looking around for pochettes. I saw it in like the case. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking at that and wanting that since April. I didn't think I would find it in store anymore, right? But here I am, I'm in another country, so maybe that's why. And I was like, you know what? I just want to buy that scarf. And he was like, I'm sorry, we can't do it that way. There are people waiting ahead of you. And I was like, but I don't need you to go get stuff, or I wasn't going to try it on. I know I want it. So like, here's my money. Like, shut up and take my money type of thing. And he was like, sorry, I can't. And he felt bad, like I could tell. So I'm like, okay. So then I go up to another lady. I said, excuse me, I have cash. I would like to buy that scarf. Can you ring me up? I said, because obviously I'm not from here and I'd like something, from my trip, and, I can't just come back tomorrow, can you just, and she's like, this is a luxury store, and the way it works, and I was like, I've been to many luxury stores. I own a lot of Louis Vuitton. I've just never been at this location. So I know what a luxury store is. Like, I was really insulted. It was so, the way she said it was like, see, this is a luxury store. I'm like, ugh. So anyway, she was rude. I left. I went to Gucci because I love Louis Vuitton. I'll always be a Louis Vuitton girl. But I was like, you know what? I guess I'm bringing home Gucci from this trip, because if they don't want to help me, that's fine. Like, I'll buy Louis Vuitton when I get home. I was really upset. Well, it turned out they didn't have what I wanted at Gucci, which I ended up getting. So let me start showing you the bags while I'm yapping, because I don't want you to get bored. But anyway, so I go to Harrods a few days later. And at Harrods, and excuse me turning away from, you know, the camera and everything, but at Harrods, I went into Louis Vuitton. I said, I'm going to give it one more chance. Because at this point, I was like, I'm just not going. Oh, actually, let me start with this. I was like, I'm just not going to buy Louis Vuitton on the strip. Because now I have like a bad taste in my mouth. Like now I'm upset. Now they've made me, like they've insulted me and they've been mean to me. And now every time I look at that piece, I'm going to think of it, right? So they take me to Harrods a few days later. And they had the scarf. I told them what happened to me. They were super nice. They said, hold on, let me get you an associate right away. I said, oh my God, you're so sweet, thank you. And they're also attractive. I was like, do you have to be a model to work at the Harrods Louis Vuitton? Like, what the heck? They were all just super sweet. I literally was like, can I hug you? Like, I hugged them because they were so nice, so polite, so just sweet. They were like, we're so sorry about what happened to you. We're gonna talk to corporate. Nobody should be treated like that in a Louis Vuitton store. Sorry about the noise. You know, that's not how we like to treat our customers. It was really, really nice. So I was so happy to get the Louis Vuitton experience that I don't do very often, because even when I buy from straight from Louis Vuitton, it's usually online because it's just easier than going into Boston, because it's a pain in the butt drive and parking and whatever. So here it is. I love this, I love this box with the magnetic closure. It's just so cool. But anyway, so here's the scarf. And do I have a receipt in here so I can tell you? Hold on. I can tell you exactly what it's called. I'll have to write it in the description. I really apologize. So anyway, let me put this up. So one side is like this, which is like super shiny. All right, but the LVs would be backwards that way, but I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want if you want that color. And then the pink. I saw this in a picture and I had it on my my wish list for the longest time. I'll give you an up close view. And I was gonna buy it pre-loved, but then I was like, wait a second, this could be my, you know, item that I bring home. And then get this, because I should have known this, I guess, but because I'm in Europe, because I'm like they're not importing it, you save money. So even after I went from pounds to dollars, I still saved money on every single one. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact numbers, but like, for example, I know that one of the things I bought would have been, you know, $600 and I paid $440 because their tax is built in. And their prices are cheaper because it's not, you know, imported. So it was just like unbelievable. So when I realized that I would literally save money, I was like, what else can I buy? Of course, my husband says you only save money if you don't spend money. You only save money if you don't buy anything. I guess the man has a point, but that's not how I save money. I save money by buying things, but cheaper. That whole not buying something isn't a fun way to save money. So anyway, that's what that looks like. Just in case you ever buy one pre-loved and you want to know what it should look like. So anyway, I really, really love it. And then the lady showed me this piece, and I wasn't going to get it on its own. But then when I looked at it with this scarf, I was like, yes. Now, just so you know, I double checked with the store if this was a mistake. And I actually looked at other people's videos and other photos. It does not have the stamping that these normally have. This is the pochette. It's like, no, excuse me, the toiletry pouch, okay? The toiletry pouch. And here's a little booklet that you get. This is the toiletry pouch in the empreinte leather. And there is the LV, you see that, stamped in. It's only on one side. And it's got this like ridged feeling to it. Sorry, you can probably hear the dog, the kids, the husband. So anyway, so I put a jump ring on here as I usually do, 2 jump rings. And I got one of these wristlet straps that you can get like on Amazon, so that if I have to hang it somewhere or just for added security when I'm carrying it. So anyway, I wasn't going to buy it, because it was a little too simple, and I didn't like the fact that it didn't have the stamp. Oh wait, let me show you. The stamp is on the inside. You know, because that's what I'm used to, because I have several of these. I think I have 5 of them. And they all have that stamping. Not all, excuse me. Anything with the Vachetta has the stamping, at least the stuff I own. But the black ones, like the guys' ones, they don't. But anyway, so when I saw it with this together, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. It's gonna look so pretty together. So that's why I ended up buying it. So yeah, so that's what I ended up buying there. They were super sweet. I saved a bunch of money because I was buying it in England. It was pretty awesome. So that's those 2 pieces. Now, because I realized that it was going to be more expensive once I came back to the US, I said, let me see if I can get that Gucci piece that they didn't have in the store. And we called around. They had someone hold for somebody else, and I was like, I'm going back to America. Can you ask them if they're actually coming to get them or not? Because I want to buy them if they don't. And they were like, they said they're coming in. I have to wait till 5 o'clock, whatever. So I ended up, oh, wait. I'm doing this all wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm like yapping. Here's the box. So pretty, right? I love it. It's so heavy. Oh my goodness. So just so you know, I'm like unboxing this piece, but I actually am like currently using it today. So it's full. There's a dust bag. I really like these dust bags, really nice. And then here is the piece that I got. So the way I ended up getting it was ordering it online while I was there. But you have to like order it there, pay for it with a card from there or a PayPal that's from the country you're in, and have it delivered to the country you're in. Then you don't, you know, pay any kind of extra charges. And I think, I forget now if this is $520 or $600, but this is like $500 or $600 here. I think this ends up $600 with tax, and I paid $440, something like that. I mean, it was just a huge difference. So I'm just so glad. I'm trying to get, there you go. Don't mind my face. Don't need my face in the shot. No need. So here's the little pull tab, which is so cute. And then I'll show you the inside, which is full of my junk, but it's brown, and then it's got this Gucci thing in there. So that's what that looks like. And I use these as clutches. I don't use them as toiletry bags or anything like that. And what I do is when I use, like, and I've said this before, but when I use like Neverfulls or just large bags, I'll take those and just drop them in. So that has my essentials. It has anything that's super important that I'm gonna need, like, you know, money and credit cards and makeup and whatever, excuse me. And then, you know, when I go from a big bag to another big bag, or when I just want a clutch, I just pull it out. So it's really convenient. And then I was so in love with the blooms. This is not part of my London haul. This is just American purchase. So here's what it looks like. I love this dust bag. It is really, really cute. I love the ones that have the pull tops. Of course, I can never think of the word that I mean, but it's like this stretchy top that closes all the way. I really love it. So before I show you this, let me tell you, I called every outlet when I realized this existed. Every outlet I knew of in America. Chicago, New York, oh God, now I forget, was it Illinois? I don't know, just everyone I could find, I called them, and they had like a wallet or a wallet on chain, or they had like almost like the Neverfull, you know, like the tote. And I was like, no, I wanted either this in the blue blooms. Or I wanted this piece I'm going to show you. But the blue blooms also has red on the side. I think it's a bright red, and I wasn't thrilled with that, but I would have been okay with it because it's such a beautiful piece that I could have like dealt with it. But this is from the men's collection. Whoops, that just fell right off. This is from the men's collection, and I believe it's called a portfolio. So it can fit like a small laptop, you know, iPad, whatever, like a regular size iPad or a small laptop. But check this out, navy. So if it were red on the side, I'm not big on wearing red, but I would have made it work, do not worry. But because it was navy on the side and the bottom, it's just perfect with jeans. And I am such a jeans person. I'm constantly in jeans. I'm working in real estate right now, but that's like part-time. So most of the time I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know? So I'm constantly in jeans. So this is so perfect. And navy goes with so much stuff that it just makes life easier. So what I do, oh, here, by the way, is the wrist strap. Does it? I didn't even look. Yeah, it says Gucci right there. Hold on. Ooh, I found this. Did I say this yet? I don't know. I found this on eBay. There was one. Sorry, I keep looking away from the camera. I'm so bad at this. So that goes back here, obviously. But I usually don't, I mean, I carry it with this inside in case I need it to hang it somewhere or whatever. But I usually carry it with this because it's got this hanging off of it and this hanging off of it. And I'm like, it's just so busy. So I normally don't, but it's there in case I need it. And what I do, because the bottom will cave in if you're not careful, because it came to me kind of folded in the middle. It was pre-loved, but brand new condition. So it said, you know, it was supposedly pre-loved, but never used. It was never used. For sure, never used. I mean, it's crazy unless they wore it once. So I keep some stuffing at the bottom. Here's what it looks like inside. Hope you can see that well. So it's got this soft, like, microfiber inside. And then it's got like that leather around the zipper and the leather around the top. And so I keep it stuffed with a little bit of paper at the bottom because I don't end up filling it, and I don't use it for a laptop, so it's fine. I have plenty of room. And so I'll end up taking, let me show you a comparison because you may want to see that. I'll end up taking whatever's in here and putting it in here and just shifting it sideways instead of like the way it is because it's not as wide, see? And I did not take measurements, I apologize, but I think this will give you a good idea. So I'm getting close just so you can see the difference. Okay, but then that's the difference in size. Okay, it's much, much bigger. So here's what this one looks like. Okay, on me. I'm 5'2" and none of your business pounds. And here's how this one looks. So it's a lot bigger. I'll put it next to my face. And I'll put this one next to my face. So this is much more of a clutch size. This one is really super large, but I don't care. I really, really enjoy it. It's different than anything else that I own, so I'm totally cool with the size. So yeah, that's basically my story and my pieces, and that's it. I'm really enjoying Gucci. I have one other bag, and if you've seen the video, you know it's the Gucci Micro GG Boston bag or something like that. Something like that, and it's a black leather that almost looks like the Prant leather Speedy. Almost, but of course it's the GGs and it's the really little ones, really, really cute. So that, and I have the two blooms pieces. That's all I have for Gucci right now, but there are a few pieces I really love, and I'd love to get a belt eventually. But you know, I'm a Louis Vuitton girl, so I had to get some Louis Vuitton while I was away. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching.